Hello, my name is Antria and it's my pleasure to come before you today to share my story of how housing made a difference in my life. I'm a single parent of 3 young adult children, and my story began prior to a partnership with Habitat for Humanity. My 3 children and I lived in a rented 2-story, 3-bedroom home on the east side of Lansing for about 5 years or so. The home was an older home with poor insulation and inadequate windows and doors that made for a very expensive heating bill. Not to mention the numerous other maintenance issues that the landlord failed to properly address. I first heard about Habitat for Humanity from a close friend who contacted me to let me know that applications were being accepted. She called me on the very last day that the application program was open and urged me to get to the location as soon as possible. I did just that. I am grateful to her for that to this day. She was aware of my living situation and knew that this would be a great opportunity for me. My experience with Habitat for Humanity has been the most humbling and rewarding blessing I have received in my lifetime. I've had the pleasure of working with an organization that truly operates by their mission, seeking to put God's love into action by bringing people together to build homes, communities, and hope. I've had the pleasure of working with and volunteering with various people from all walks of life that share a story similar to mine. From the application process to the day I signed my closing mortgage documents and received the keys to my newly built home, I've been a part of a family that cares and wanted the best for my children and I. Since securing my home, I have been able to successfully raise 3 young adult children. Today, a 25-year-old son who's a current driver and installation specialist for Whirlpool Appliances in Charlotte, North Carolina, a 23-year-old daughter who recently graduated from Michigan State University with a bachelor's in applied behavior analysis, currently residing in Lansing, Michigan, and a 21-year-old son who works for a packaging and distribution company here in Lansing also. I've also recently completed my bachelor's degree in science, and I'm currently employed with Habitat for Humanity of Michigan as the CEO to the president, as the executive assistant to the CEO and president. Thank you. I was also raised in a low-income, single-parent home and am all too familiar with the challenges of trying to maintain a stable environment for your family. So I ask you today to please join me in our efforts for advocacy. Contact your local Congress to express the need for adequate funding to provide sufficient, affordable housing for all, as it will and does make a difference.